Episode 210. Today we recap the series split with the St. Louis Cardinals and preview the upcoming road series versus the Boston Red Sox. You're listening to the Bucco Bantr podcast, brought to you by the Just Baseball Media Network. Cue the music.
Rockin' 101, she compliment my taste. Whiskey in my lemonade, cause I like the way it tastes. Best seats at the Pirates game, they let me run the base. Yeah, my time is like my money, cause I can't afford to waste. Wifey is a lawyer, take my date to my dates. Order steak by the plate, send in case after case. Run my race at my pace, clear the grass of the snake.
Welcome back to another episode of Bucco Bantr, and we split a series in St. Louis with the Cardinals, the fourth place team in the Central. It seemed like we might run away with that. Not run away, but it seems like we could have, dominated that series on the road. Lost the first game by 1, and then start off the fourth game here, in the lead, but didn't work out in our favor at the end.
Game 1 was just a sick joke.
Yeah.
That ball that Burleson hit out to center field. Talk about a definition of a barrel, like barreling something perfectly. You had to. There's nothing missed on that to get out to dead center field on that pitch alone, because Santana has been so efficient.
Yeah.
Like insanely efficient. Like he's getting 2 outs with like 3 or 4 pitches. So good news. He looks good in the back end of the bullpen. The pitching staff is back to normal. Right, the bullpen went through some woes there for a while, but recently Johan Ramirez, your boy, has looked pretty good. Bubba,
I was going to go to rant about him, but I'm like, is it even worth it? It's Johan Ramirez.
It's not worth it. Don't save your energy. You've been through a lot already this season. You've been through too much, but it looks good, man. And you get that feeling of, okay, yeah, maybe now again I could start holding out hope for 2026. With the big if they do something, right? Huge if. I understand that. Huge if. But I like at the end of the year when you could just kind of start dreaming on something else, right? Because we've given up on 2025.
Yeah, for sure. I'm already ready for football, to be honest with you. But I will say this. The young pitching has me feeling hopeful.
Right.
I think you're going to have a really hard time keeping Braxton Ashcraft out of this potential 2026 rotation. He's looked really good. Mike Burrows has looked really good. Bubba Chandler has looked really good in his 2 appearances as a big leaguer. Paul Skeens is Paul Skeens. You got Mitch Keller. You got Jared Jones working his way back. But you also got Hunter Barco in AAA. Pitching is not the problem. If this team spent even just a little bit of money on the offensive side of the ball, we could have an interesting 2026.
Did you listen to any of the Ben Cherington podcast that he did with MLB Trade Rumors?
No, I don't think I want to, but go ahead. Tell me about it.
Which one? I'm surprised he's doing a podcast.
Yeah, shocked.
That's crazy. Also, maybe a little bit of hope, Ben. If you're looking to talk directly to Pirates fans,
I don't know if I'd be nice or not, but
cut out all the BS, come right to the source. He basically said what he's told us over the past couple of years.
That he doesn't like fries on his sandwiches?
Yeah, I mean, that's just blasphemy. But you also don't say that out loud.
Yeah, don't say that.
Okay?
Don't let that be put on a quote card.
Crazy. Here's the deal. He said, we've offered numerous multi-year contracts to players, but that pool of players that they have to offer those contracts to are limited because there's a whole nother tier of players that just simply they can't afford, which that I understand. Like you can come to that reality that you're not going to sign the Juan Sotos of the world, but then you're already limiting your pool already with those guys. And then he mentioned, which is, I mean, pretty candid, maybe the most candid Ben Cherington moment. Like those guys have to take a leap of faith coming to Pittsburgh that something's going to change. Like someone has to get the process kickstarted. And what that takes is you offering more money to somebody. That's how you get the leap of faith started. Offer more money.
You shed payroll with Brian. You shed payroll other ways too. Like they've got the opportunity to spend here. I'm not expecting them to exceed this year's payroll like by a lot, but like you should exceed it if you're semi-serious about competing in 2026.
Yeah. Some dark, twisted part of my brain is just telling me he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's very much staying.
No, Ben
I don't
Cherington?
have any
Yeah.
information, but I
if I was a betting man, which I am because I use rhythm sometimes when I win, I would say that Ben Cherington is staying in Pittsburgh and he's going to be the GM for 2026.
We'll wait till down on the farm to talk about those bats that are happening down there because there is a little bit of hope for
there
some
is a little
guys.
bit of hope. Yeah, Just Baseball highlighted a few guys this week, which I'm excited about, but we'll wait till Monday to talk about that.
And before we wait till Monday, in between then, you should go to tseshop.com for all your Pittsburgh sports memorabilia needs. Total Sports Enterprises has you covered, whether it's Pirates, Penguins, or Steelers. About to kick off the NFL season, go get all of your Steelers memorabilia. I'm sure they have a ton of great options. If you're just looking to add to your collection, Penguins, Pirates, much more, you can find it at tseshop.com. Go to the link below to let them know Bucco Bantr sent you. Also, this episode is presented by Sports Card Junction, the best sports card shop in all of Pittsburgh, bar none. I go there all the time for all of my hobby needs. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, Pokemon, whatever your heart desires. Sports Card Junction has you covered. You go to sportscardjunction.com, go follow them on all social media. You can find them on eBay, but what I recommend, go to the shop, 9011 Perry Highway. Scott, let's get into some headlines here. Why don't you get us kicked off?
Yeah, Tuesday, we ended the rehab assignment of O'Neill Cruz and activated him from the concussion IL. So he's back. Got a little bit of inside scoop there from Colin Beasley on our last episode that he would be back in St. Louis. So good to have him back. And he had a short stint on the IL. But with that, Dari Moreta also got recalled from AAA Indy. So that led to Ronnie Simon being optioned to AAA Indy and Andrew Heaney being DFA'd. A lot of ridiculous conversations going on online about his performance incentives. This is not at all close to Rowdy Tellez. Like, they let him go 2/3 of an inning to get his $50K bonus or whatever it was to hit 120 innings. The guy has a 10-13 ERA in the last month. Like, they should have found a way to trade him. Like, if you want to criticize the Pirates in any way on Andrew Heaney, they waited to trade him. They should have traded him in June. And we talked about this on the episode on the pod beforehand. He should have been gone in June. You don't need to wait till July 31st to trade a guy. But
maximize it while the value's high, man.
Maximize it while the value's high. There's enough data out there to show you what Andrew Heaney is. He's not a lefty that's going to blow it by you or be overpowering. He's a pitch to contact. He's prone to the home run ball. So with the numbers he put up in the first 2 months, they should have maximized that and tried to get something for him, even if it was just a lottery pick.
Yeah.
A lot of ridiculous conversations going on there. But Ronnie Simon, I don't think he's a problem offensively. Like, I think he could be a fine utility guy offensively on a big league roster. The defense scares the hell out of me.
Oh, he's atrocious.
He's not an outfielder.
He's not the furthest thing from an outfielder, dude. It's so frustrating as an outfielder watching that. Just like not even close to major league quality. Mm-hmm. And that's saying something coming from a Pirates fan where we really haven't had an actual outfielder. Tommy Pham has been great this year defensively. Outside of that, Ronnie Simon, come on. Yeah. Terrible. I'm glad he's gone. I mean, I don't want to speak badly on anyone's job, whatever, but in a sport like this where you have major league caliber guys that have played that position over and over again, and we're trying out Ronnie Simon in a corner outfield spot, like that should have been a one-day experiment.
Yeah.
You're not learning anything from that. Agreed. And again, like there's a spark plug there offensively, potentially. And
I said before the season, Billy Cook's the best defensive outfielder on this 40-man roster. So that's saying a lot.
But he's hurt.
Adam, before we go on to the game recaps, I'm going to take us through the rest of the headlines. Justin Lawrence and Tim Meza rehab assignments were transferred to AAA Indy. So they'll probably be back soon before the end of the season. And then Wednesday, Bubba Chandler we'll get into that game here shortly, is one of 5 major league pitchers to earn a save and a win in his first 2 major league games since the save became a actual stat in 1969 in Major League Baseball. So shout out to Bubba Chandler. I think he has looked everything that we expected him to be in his first 2 appearances and more. And it's kind of furthering my opinion that he might have been border unchallenged in AAA. I don't want to, exhaust that thought, but at the same time, I think he should have been up here way sooner. But regardless, happy to have him up here, and I'm excited to see him. I think he'll probably get another appearance here when we come back to PNC Park against the Dodgers next week.
Absolutely. Well, let's get kicked off with these games. Monday, they lost 7-6 on that walk-off home run that we mentioned earlier by Alec Burleson. Oviedo went 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks, 7 whiffs. Andrew Heaney went 2/3 of an inning, 5 hits, 5 earned, no walks, 1 K. Colin Holderman went 1 1/3, 1 hit. Johan Ramirez went 2 innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. Scott, your guy. And then Dennis Santana had the loss, went 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 earned, gave up that home run. He looked great. I mean, that home run again, just bad luck there. Spencer Horwitz hit his 7th on the year. Brian Reynolds hit his 14th with 2 RBIs. Jared Triolo stayed hot, going 2 for 4 with a double. He's got that average up to a whopping 218. At least we're above the Mendoza line now.
Way above it, dude. Soaring.
And then as a team, 9 hits total, 1 for 10 runners in scoring position, 6 left on base, 10 Ks. Scott, go to Tuesday.
Tuesday, 8-3 dub in St. Louis. Keller looked great, generated a lot of whiffs, 18 to be exact. That's going to be close to a season high for him. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 9 Ks. Quality start for Mitch. Kyle Nicholas went 2 innings, no hits, 1 K, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Has a 5.14 ERA. He's pitched really well as of recently. Isaac Mattson, 1 inning, no hits, 1 K. Davis hit his 6th home run of the year, went 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Brian Reynolds, 2 for 5 with 2 doubles. Struck out 3 times again, like he did on Monday. Triolo, 2 for 5, average up to 222. Jared Triolo, he's here. 11 hits total, 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position, 5 left on base, 11 Ks. The offense was definitely popping against Andre Palante and co. Loved what I saw from them on Tuesday's game. Adam, take us into Wednesday.
2-1 dub. Carmen Majinski looked good. 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks, had 8 whiffs. And then Bubba Chandler, man, earned his first win of his major league career. 4 innings, 1 hit, no earned, 1 walk. I believe the hit by pitch, Mason Wynn, and then 3 strikeouts. Isaac Mattson came in 1 inning, 1 K, and then Dennis Santana had his 10th save on the year, 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 K. IKF went 2 for 3 with a double. Tommy Pham 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 3 hits total on this one, 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position, 6 left on base, 9 Ks. Something interesting that Bubba said after the game is it's easy to pitch when you have 7 major leaguers behind you. And I'm like, bro, that's pushing it.
7. We'll have to talk about this after.
Behind you. I mean, he's got 1 in front of him, right?
Yeah.
So you get some. I mean, again, still pushing it, but good to hear that. I like that mentality and that the character that Bubba Chandler is in the clubhouse. I think that's going to be good for morale.
Yeah, absolutely. Thursday, tonight's game, 4-1 loss at St. Louis. They split the series. Ashcraft looked great, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks. ERA's at 2.58. Johan Ramirez, my guy, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 6.56 ERA. Why are we still rostering this guy? Dory Moretta, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 K. And Colin Holderman, 1 inning, no hits, 1 K. Another scoreless outing for him. Tommy Pham went 1 for 4 with his 8th home run of the year, which is a lone run for the Pirates. He's at 264 on the season. Nicky G went 1 for 4 with double. But other than that, 5 hits total, 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, 8 left on base, 9 Ks.
Let's go to Boston.
Let's preview that series here.
Little tea party. I am in Boston right now.
Are you going to a game?
Going tomorrow.
Are you going to warn them that the British are coming, aka the Pirates?
Who on the team would you trust to inform the townsfolk that the British are coming? Who do you think would be the voice?
Mitch Keller.
Mitch Keller? Yeah, that makes sense.
Mitch Keller. He's an honest guy.
For sure. Yeah, I'm currently sitting in my cousin's room in Boston. So I'm excited to go out to Fenway tomorrow, see a game. The Red Sox 74-60, second in the AL Beast of that division. Friday, it looks like it's going to be a bullpen game. Paul Skeens will be on the mound for the Buccos. And then Saturday, you get newly acquired Dustin May versus Johan Oviedo. This year, May 7-10 with a 4.79 ERA and 124 innings pitched, 23 games, 117 Ks, 138 WHIP. The arsenal is a sweeper, sinker, four-seam cutter, and a changeup. Goes at sweeper pretty often. Electric velocity across the arsenal with two elite movement pitches with the sinker and the cutter. Generates a ton of ground balls and weak contact at a high rate. Durability and health have always been the issue with Dustin May early in his career. Can also struggle with command and control. So hopefully the Buccos can jump on him early.
Sunday, we've got Lucas Giolito versus Mitch Keller. Lucas Giolito this year, kind of a bounce back year after being injured for the last year and a half. 9-2 with a 3.47 ERA, 119 and a third innings pitched, 21 games started, 99 Ks and a 1.22 WHIP. Four pitch arsenal here. Four seam slider, change, curve. The four seam he goes to 50% of the time. He'll sit in the low to mid 90s. The slider 25% of the time, and then the change is his bread and butter pitch. Man, he'll sit in the low 80s at like 82 to 84. Changeup is a true plus pitch that can neutralize left-handed hitters. He understands sequencing and how to lean on changeup slider mix to work through lineups. The fastball has declined a bit. He used to sit in the mid to high 90s. But now sits low to mid 90s with less margin for error. Command inconsistencies often lead to home run issues. This is a guy that is prone to the fly ball. But I think this is a favorable matchup for the Pirates this weekend. They could play spoiler again. I like the pitching matchups for this lineup. And, I'm excited to continue watching Jared Triolo just tee off.
He was built for that green monster. He was absolutely built. I'll tell you what, I've been to Fenway before. I don't like it that much. I'll say it. I don't know.
I'm a Wrigley guy.
Wrigley's so much better, so much more well kept. Fenway's too old. I'll put it that way. Too old. The viewing experience there is terrible. But I will be there, and I will be paying probably $100 for a ticket to see the Pirates play in September. Is it September already, or is it going to be still August? Well, we're getting close to the end of the year. Real close. But if you don't already, make sure you go subscribe to YouTube at Bucco Bantr. Like, share, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. Go to all the social media. Make sure you're liking all of the videos and then sharing them. That helps us out a ton. If you listen, leave a 5-star review, leave a comment. You are very much appreciated for doing that. We realize that you're taking time out of your day to listen to us. Super grateful. Go to buccobantr.com for all of your merch. And until next time, raise it.
Raise it.
Best seats at the Pirates game, they let me run the base. Yeah, my time is like my money, cause I can't afford to waste. Wifey is a lawyer, take my date to my dates, or the steak by the plate.